everybody. Welcome to another episode of Ask Jade. Today, I'm going to quickly go over what we are all dealing with, COVID and contract cancellations. So during this time, we're kind of all looking at getting out of contracts if necessary. So there is a term that is actually commonly used to encompass both acts of nature, such as floods, hurricanes, acts of man, such as riots and wars, and pandemics. And that term is called force majeure. So this is an old, archaic legal term. And the rationale behind it is that, sometimes you enter into an agreement and both parties aren't always going to anticipate certain things that might happen. And obviously, certain things such as COVID, neither party is responsible. So, this is when something like force majeure would come into play. But you need to be aware that you could not invoke something like that. One, if it's not in your contract, so you need to read your contracts. Also, if something like this could have been foreseen and mitigated, or if the performance is just merely impracticable or difficult rather than truly impossible. So, obviously with COVID, we're thinking about this, and generally back, say in March, force majeure would be able to get you out of contracts because COVID was unforeseen at that time. Now, when you're entering into contracts, we all know about COVID at this point. And usually it's something on our radar when an agreement is formed. So you want to make sure that you're adding clauses into your contracts. If you're not doing that, if you're not adding waivers, if you're reopening your business and people are coming back and you don't have a waiver of liability or a clause in your contract, please reach out to me because we need to get those in there. But if you're already, running your business, you're back up and running and you don't have a clause, there are alternatives, just some common law principles that you could try to fall back on, such as impossibility or impracticability. It has to be unforeseen. The contract has to be impossible to perform at this point. And then if you can't fall back on those, you can always try to fall back on your business interruption insurance if you have that, which you should. So I just wanted to kind of go over that briefly since we're all kind of dealing with things right now and running our businesses and contracts because of COVID. And if you have any questions, you want to make sure you get your contracts updated and waivers in place, please reach out to me. I'm always happy to help at the Law Office of Jade Carpenter, and I'll see you next time.